Year after year, millions of people leave their villages in search for a job and a better life in the city. For the first time in human history, more of us now live in towns and cities than in the countryside. By 2050, 7 out of 10 people will be living in an urban location. Cities have become the hubs of the world economy. They generate over 80% of global income and provide opportunity for millions of workers, business owners, and investors. But many towns and cities face a large risk from flooding, sea level rise, and other natural hazards. And climate change could make matters even worse. When extreme weather and heavy storms occur in densely populated urban areas, they can cause considerable damage. Floods, for example, can happen very frequently. They affect more people than any other type of natural disaster. Since 2000, floods have killed over 800,000 people and have cost the world $420 billion. In many places, poor urban planning and the lack of funds to improve protection amplify the damage. From other disasters too, like earthquakes. So we need to manage risk to make our cities safer. This is why we need chief resilience officers and other experts to monitor risks our cities face and take action. Saving lives and minimizing losses are their main priorities. A lot can be done to prevent and reduce the risk before a disaster strikes. For example, building flood walls and dikes, retrofitting buildings, and upgrading old infrastructure. But also innovating with new measures, such as greening rooftops to absorb water, or turning underground parking into reservoirs, to divert floodwaters in a controlled way. But when a disaster occurs, cities also need money to rebuild quickly afterwards. And this is where insurance comes in. Just like homeowners buy insurance to pay for damage to their property, insurance can also help cities cover the costs for repairing roads and power lines, for example. There's a range of insurance products available which can be made to fit the needs of cities, such as solutions to weather problems, as well as hurricane and earthquake covers. Some of them use new technologies like satellite data and pay out immediately when rainfall exceeds certain levels, winds reach dangerous speeds, or seismic activity becomes too intense. This helps communities get back on their feet quickly after a catastrophe. It's cheaper and more effective to prepare and adapt now than to face the ever-rising costs of future disasters. And that's why we at Swiss Re believe in managing climate and natural disaster risk.